Hey everyone, it's Ashley Galvin here and welcome to Vinyasa 360. This is a collection of 4 full-length classes. We're going to get into strength building, transitions, flexibility, and some really fun arm balances. Today's class is fire and flexibility. It's going to be little bursts of heat and really deep, juicy holds and some intuitive movement. If you have a strap, I encourage you to grab that and we'll go ahead and get started in child's pose. So take your time. We're gonna come into child's pose. If you can, and it's comfortable in your body, let's take our knees wide and our big toes together and make sure that we're far enough back on the mat that when your arms are extended, you're not gonna be off of the mat. So give yourself a moment here to really settle down. I encourage you to close your eyes. These first few moments of class are really important, right? It's kind of like we are pulling ourselves from wherever we just came, or maybe our to-do list later, and kind of creating this little sacred space on our mat where we can be whoever we need to be. We can allow things to come up physically, emotionally, whatever it is. But I encourage you today to practice without expectation. And today's flexibility class is going to be a lot of different things to a lot of different people. It can feel really good, right? It might also bring up maybe some frustrations. But I encourage you to stay present and stay in gratitude of your body. No expectation. Let's begin to build our breath nice and deep. I want you to think of building your breath with a nice 4 to 5 second inhale, and finding a little bit of that low belly core engagement as you pull the breath in. And then just enough force in the exhale, equal length, equal depth, to remind us, right? Remind us to be right here, right now, right here on our mat. And as you begin to build your breath, I want you to stay in child's pose. Let's lift your forearms coming onto just the elbows so our forehead is still on the mat. We're just going to take our hands in a prayer pose and then bring your thumbs towards the center of your back. So just a little easy tricep stretch. In fact, if you want to maybe widen your elbows a little bit, you can almost think of sending your heart through. Finding a little tricep stretch, maybe a little stretch across the chest. And if it feels good, we can find just kind of a shift side to side. It's kind of warming up. And nice and slow. Let's take your hands to the mat. We'll come up onto hands and knees. We'll thread the needle. So with a nice deep breath in, reach your right arm up to the sky, lift your gaze, open your chest. And with an exhale, we'll take your right hand behind your left. So threading it through, right shoulder to the mat, right cheekbone to the mat. And then your left arm can reach out in front, or maybe it feels good to take a half bind and look for your inner right hip crease and try to open your left shoulder. Good. Deep breath in. If you took the half bind, release. Plant your left hand. One more time. Inhale, reach your right arm up. Open your chest. Nice. And then exhale, we'll set it down. Second side. Inhale, sweep your left arm up. Open your chest. Exhale, threading your left wrist behind your right. It'll be left shoulder, left cheekbone to the mat. And then maybe the half bind with your right hand. So in yoga, we use binds as a self-assist to take us deeper. So if your shoulder is being pulled toward the mat versus opening to the sky, release the bind. All right, let's place your right hand on the mat. Last time, inhale, reach your left arm up, open your chest. And exhale, we'll come back down. I'm gonna take your knees maybe a little bit wider and just start to crawl your hands further forward, almost like a puppy pose. It's a bit early, so if we're not entering into the full expression, that's okay. You can start to lower, like I'm wanting to sink the center of my heart forward, and maybe my chin can come to the mat. Maybe your chest can come to the mat. Hips are nice and high. If this is too much too soon, please back off. I want you to be able to breathe in the pose. And little by little, start to open up your back body. Good, nice ease out. And we'll come all the way up into our first downward facing dog. So in this class, right, our focus is flexibility. Of course, there's bursts of strength because it's my class after all. Probably the only class where there's not bursts of strength is like a yin class. But the focus is flexibility. And you're really going to be your own best teacher, right? I will do my best to guide you through poses, but I want you to really listen in. What are you needing today? So right here in this downward facing dog, move a little bit. Start to sway into your hips. You can pedal into your feet, maybe stretching your toes, bending into each knee. The more we can pay attention to all these little micro movements, the more we're gonna learn what does our body need, right? Because strength and flexibility really go hand in hand. Start to crawl your hands back to meet your feet in a forward fold at the back of your mat. So the more flexible you are, the easier it's gonna be to enter into some of the strength poses, okay? We're gonna do our best here. Cross your feet. So I'm gonna take my right foot in front of my left, lining up my pinky toes. If that's way too much, you can skip this, okay? It's gonna increase the sensation. So maybe we're just in a forward fold, right? Traditional with our feet. Maybe we're crossing the right foot in front of the left. Good. And I'm gonna do my best to keep my hips level and start to crawl over to the left. You're gonna notice that your right hip will want to travel with you. So do your best to keep drawing your right hip back. And we're gonna find a lot of length all the way from our right hip through our right middle finger as we're crawling towards the left. It's a lot in the hamstrings. You might be really feeling this in the back of your knees, your calves. Okay, you can find a soft bend in your knees. Keep the legs. We're gonna walk all the way over to the right. And then same idea, your left hip will wanna start to travel forward. Keep drawing it back. And reach a little longer all the way from left hip to left middle finger. Nice. Let's come back down through center, switch it out. Okay? Your left leg is in front, pinky toes touch. If you need to skip this part, you can, and you can just do the hands. We're gonna start by walking to the right this time. So again, your left hip's gonna wanna travel with you. We'll angle it back. Good. Let's come down through center. Over to the left. Keep drawing your right hip back. Really, really good. Intense stretch, right? Right out of the gate. All right, let's come back down. Uncross your legs. I want you to take a wider stance, maybe even off of your mat. And then a slight bend in your knees. So this is where the intuition comes in. This doesn't have to look like anything at all. Just kind of like a surfer. I want us to start opening into your hips. You can have your hands on your knees or your thighs, just as I do. Maybe fingertips to the mat feels more comfortable. And I just want you to start to shift the weight. So I'm bending into my right knee, straightening my left leg, and then switching it out. Okay, you can move with your breath. And you can feel free to add on any movement that feels good in your body. And maybe as we breathe and move for the last maybe 5 breaths, we can start taking it a little deeper, almost like a half skandasana possibly. Really good. All right, let's come back down. Feet will be a little wider than hip width. Toes point out, heels will angle in. Malasana. Do your best. If this is too much too soon, you can keep doing the surfer side to side. If you're comfortable here, I want you to think of weighting into your hips. So I'm almost trying to tuck my tailbone under and lift my chest up, like that little rotation in your pelvic bowl. Hands to your heart, use your elbows against your inner thighs and open the chest. Nice. You can even use your hands as a little bit of leverage. So I'm actively opening my knees and then using this to kind of rock side to side. I find that I have the best chance with flexibility. I open up the easiest when I find these little micro movements. All right, really good. Let's come back, pivot your toes forward, and we'll crawl back out, downward facing dog. So we need a moment, pedal back in. Just kind of evening out the left and right side. Way to take a nice deep breath in, come high onto your toes. We're gonna do little spinal rolls, so gliding all the way forward into a plank pose, shoulders above your wrists. Lower your hips towards your wrists, open your chest. I'm gonna stay tucked on my toes and then bend your knees, press your hips up and back. Let's go for 4 of these. Good. You can do these as fast and slow as you want. Rolling forward, open your chest, and then press the hips back. One more time, gliding forward, open your chest, press the hips back. Last time we're gonna glide forward and then pause here. Vashisthasana, side plank. Ground down into your left hand. We're gonna find tree pose in Vashisthasana if you can. Just an option. Grip the mat with your bottom left hand. So I'm lifting, lifting, lifting up. And then can I level my hips? Nice, reach your right arm overhead. Let's flip your dog. Send your hips up, open your chest. Beautiful. And then with as much control as you can, I want you to start to pivot onto your left toes. We're gonna gracefully step forward with your right foot and come straight into Skandasana at the top of the mat. Take your hand behind your head, shoulder to the sky. I'm gonna close my shoulder, elbow to elbow, and then open my chest. We'll go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Skandasana to the back of your mat. Same idea here. Right toes to the sky. I'm using my left forearm against my left knee to help open my chest. Right hand behind my head, right elbow to the sky. Then I'm gonna close my chest and then big open. Okay, it doesn't have to look like anything. Let it feel good. We'll go for 5, 4, really nice, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Top of your mats. Keep it low through the hips, and then I want to pivot everything forward. Take your feet on 2 railroad tracks, and we'll find our pyramid pose. Send your right hip back, angle your left hip forward. Nice. You can take your fingertips to the mat, maybe to your shin, and then we'll fold in. Take a little wave of our chest, lifting up, and then folding deeper. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and run. Really nice. Take your hands under your shoulders. We're gonna step back, single leg chaturanga. Let your right leg hover. Right knee to your nose. Step between your hands, Kapyasana. Untuck your left toes, left knee to the mat. Melt your hips forward and down. Good. Reach your arms up. Open your chest. You can open your arms wide if you're wanting to put a little more of this into a back bend, or maybe hands to your low back. Good. Every inhale, I'm gonna open my chest. Every exhale, I'm gonna melt my hips down, right? So all the energy is moving down through the hips, and all the energy is moving up through the chest. So kind of opposing actions here. Let's take one more deep breath in, reach your arms up, and with an exhale, half split. Shift your hips back above your left knee, straighten your right leg, flex the toes. Right hip draws back, so same as our pyramid pose. Long through the side body, and then we'll fold in. Breathe. I like to think of really taking it to your edge. So that's gonna mean different things to different people. Where is your edge today? How much do you need? Okay? Only you know that answer. How much do you push? And how much do you need to ease off? All right, let's go. Last 3, 2, 1. Nice. Lizard lunge. Heel toe your foot slightly to the right. And we'll take both hands to the inside of your right foot. So we can stay on the hands. If you know you're a little more open in the hips, you can come down to your forearms, or possibly take the twist open, right hand to your right thigh. If you're opening your knee, make sure that you're also lifting the foot, so your big toe and knee are always in the same line. If you're on your forearm, keep lifting up, right? Breathe. Last inhale. Okay, we're gonna come back to our hands, staying in our lizard lunge, but I want you to flex your back left toes and lift your back left leg, lift your back left knee off the mat. Keep a space between the right knee and your right tricep. Some of you know where I'm going with this. So this is a lot of side body core. You're gonna take a nice deep breath in. First thing I want you to do is ground through your hands. So the power of this pose is gonna be in the hands, chest, and side body. Bicep spiral forward. Good. Firm in your back left quad. Take an inhale, and we're gonna hover the right toes without touching your knee to your tricep. Just pick it up, set it back down, breathe. Exhale, pick it up. Nice. Set it back down. Breathe. One more time. Deep breath in. Good. Exhale, pick it up. Hover, hover, hover. Set it down. We'll step forward. Malasana. Hips are low. Inhale, lift your chest. Good. Exhale, forward fold. Whew. Halfway up, inhale. Good. Exhale, plant your hands. Step back to plank. Let's lower with control. First vinyasa. Inhale, create your back bend. Really good. Exhale, downward facing. Reset down dog. Let's come back into our spinal rolls. Inhale, we're gonna lift onto the toes, gliding all the way forward like a wave. Melt your hips, open your chest, then bend your knees. Press your hips up and back. Keep the movement going. 4 more. You can be moving with me or with your own breath. Good, last 2. Last one. We're gonna pause in the upward facing and then come into Vashisthasana on the right hand. Good, stack your hips, shoulders, maybe your left leg can come into tree pose. Maybe you even wanna take it into Vashi 2 with the toe grab, up to you. Good, keep lifting from the side body. Flip your dog, let's step your left foot behind you and then press into your legs, open your chest. Nice. Release your gaze, create your back bend. And slow, slow, slow and controlled. Use your core. Start to bring your left thigh to your chest, pivoting onto your right toes. How much control can you find as you step your left foot forward, Skandasana to the top of your mat? So nice. Right toes are lifted. Right or left tricep against my left knee. I'm gonna open. So I'm opening the knee and I'm creating space across my chest here. Nice. Right hand to the back of your head. Open your chest. As I close my shoulder down, I'm also gonna find this slight little rotation. It's micro movement here. And I'm gonna increase the stretch on my inner right thigh. So I'm gonna close down, right? Almost like I'm drawing my right hip bone down with my elbow. And then inhale, everything opens up. Let's go for 5. 4, listen to what your body needs. 3, good. 2, and last one, really nice. Stay low. Let's take it to the back of your mat, Skandasana. Left hand behind your head. We're gonna open and close for 5, 4, 3, doing good. 2, and 1. Everything stays low, pyramid to the top of your mat. Your right foot's gonna pop to the right a little bit. Shorten your stance, okay? Be a 3-foot stance, 3 to 4 feet, and feet are on railroad tracks. Square your hips. Left hip draws back, right hip draws forward. Maybe we're finding this little waving action of your chest. Increasing the stretch and then easing out, kind of finding that riding your edge, right? We'll go for 5, 4, 3, really nice. 2, 1. Plant your hands under your shoulders. You're gonna single leg chaturanga. Hover the left foot. Core is strong. Knee to your nose. Step between your hands. Kapyasana, right knee to the mat. Melt your hips down. Lift your chest. Inhale. Breathe. Really good. So first time in Kapyasana with the legs, second time with the upper body, right? Same action. Maybe we're finding a little deeper back bend. Last inhale, half split. Hip shift back. I want you to square in. Left hip draws back, right hip draws forward. Long side body. And then we'll surrender into the pose. I'm still really, really active in my front left leg. Breathe. Good. One more deep breath in. With the exhale, lizard lunge. You can heel toe the left foot slightly to your left, and then hands or forearms to the mat, but we want to stay active, lifting your chest up. Left hand can come to your left thigh, maybe a little bit of a twist here, rotating your chest to the sky. We'll hold for 5 breaths. Last inhale. Nice. Let's come back to our original stance. Keeping your left foot wide to the left, tuck your right toes and really draw your right leg up off the mat. So I'm super firm in my quad and I'm really using my back right toes. Grip the mat, okay? Forearms are gonna slightly hug in, bicep spiral forward. So I'm protecting my wrists. Deep breath in. Good. Hover your left toes on the exhale. Just where they are. Set it down. Inhale. Exhale, hover. Nice. Set it down. Deep breath in. Last time. Can you pick up your foot? Hover, hover, hover. Good. Set it down. Malasana. One more time. Heels in, toes out. Hips are low. Heart is high. Inhale. Lift your chest. Nice. Exhale. Fold in. Heel toe your feet together. Big toes will touch. Soften the back of your neck. Let's take an inhale here. Halfway up. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, melt back in Uttanasana. Good. Inhale to standing Urdhva Hastasana. Reach. I want it to be a little bit of yogi's choice with our A series. You can take a side bend. Okay. You can take a twist. Make it yours. Inhale, opens your chest. Exhale, hands to your heart. Feel free to add on as your body needs. Inhale, reach up, gaze up. Exhale, think of sending your hips back, heart reaches forward. We're gonna stretch your hamstrings all the way down, forward fold. Halfway up, inhale. Nice, take your vinyasa, exhale. Stay with your breath. And we'll meet back in downward facing dog. I love to let my A series, our sun salutations, be a little bit of playtime. So feel free to add on. Maybe we're practicing inversions or jumping back through crow to chaturanga, whatever it is. Bend your knees, gaze forward. Exhale, step or hop. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Good, deep breath in. Stand tall, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart or your variation. Inhale. Really nice. Exhale, full breath out. Inhale, halfway. Good. Exhale, step or float it back. Can you keep one breath through chaturanga? Inhaling to your back bend. Exhaling to down dog. Set it up. Inhale. So every time we flow, we're trying to find a little more control with strength, a little more depth with flexibility. Ardha Uttanasana, lengthen heart forward. Good. Fold in. Inhale, reaches you up. Exhale. Little bit of core control. Inhale, arms reach up. Maybe we find a back bend here. And then long side body to fold you down. One more time, halfway up, heart forward. Really nice. Exhale, your vinyasa, flowing through chaturanga. Inhaling into your back bend. Exhale, downward facing. Take 5 breaths, reset. Nice. Take your toes together at the back of the mat. We're going to try to keep this shape. Bend your knees, gaze forward. Utkatasana, chair pose. Good. Let's keep the hips low. Just like in our malasana, hips stay low. Can you lift up through your chest? Good. Reach your arms up. Biceps slightly spiral inward. And then get a little softer in your big toes. Maybe a little heavier in the heels. Good. Inhale, press into your heels, rise. Exhale, hands to your heart. One more time, bend your knees. Utkatasana. Deep breath in. Good. I want you to stay in chair. Interlace your hands behind your back. Open your chest. Right? Lift your tailbone. Kind of the opposite of what we usually cue here. Let your rib cage expand. Nice. And then keep the clasp of your hands. Straighten your legs. Release the back of your neck and maybe allow the heels of your hands to travel to the top of your mat. Opening your chest just a little further. Deep breath in. Good. Release the clasp of your hands. We're going to come all the way up to standing. Hands can come to your hips just to feel for levelness in your hips. We're going to be standing on your right leg. Utthita Hasta Padangustasana. It's a mouthful, right? Utthita, extended. Hasta, hand. Pada, foot. Augusta, big toe. Okay, so maybe we're using our strap around the arch of our foot. Maybe our knee is bent and we're right here at the knee. Okay, this pose is going to look different in all of us.
But wherever you're at, notice if you are overly lifting the left hip, right? Cocking your hip out to the side. Can you level the hips? Close the rib cage, draw your low belly in and up. So I'm really finding length and stability in my outer right hip. Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. And then maybe, can I start to send the crown of my head toward my big toe? Woo. We're gonna let it go. Do your best not to touch the left toes. Flowing through warrior 3, all the way down to standing splits. Right? Don't let that term scare you. It does not have to look like the splits. Can we just get a little lower through our chest? Maybe lifting a little higher through the left leg. Take a nice deep breath in wherever you're at. And then nice and slow, we're gonna lower your left knee to the mat. Kapiyasana. Hips melt forward. Inhale, reach your arms up. Deep breath in. Exhale, retuck your left toes, pyramid pose, sending all the way back, straighten both legs, and fold over your front right leg, right? Lots of hamstring opening, lots of psoas opening. Warrior 1. Your feet in pyramid should already be set up for warrior 1. So your back foot is gonna help angle your back hip. If your hip is too open, angle your back foot further forward, right? Find squareness through the hips, firm into your back left quad. Inhale, reach your arms up. Good, exhale, plant your hands. Step back, lower strong. Inhale, upward facing. Good, exhale, downward facing. Let's find your breath. Set it up however you get there, step, hop, or float. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Big toes will touch. Sink into your hips. We've already done chair, right? I'm sure we've all done chair a million times. So how can we make it feel new in our body? What can you engage that feels different? Can you feel your hamstrings engage? Maybe pressing into your heels or the ball of your big toe. Bringing it somewhere other than just the quads. Nice, stand, hands to your heart. Good, chair pose. Lift your chest. Keep your chair, interlace your hands behind your back. Open, open, open through your chest. And then we're gonna fold in. Clasp of your hands will reach to the top of your mat. Nice, release the hands. Let's roll all the way up to standing. We're gonna be on the left foot this time. Same pose. Good. Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. So we're lifting the right knee from the low belly, okay? Maybe using your strap. Maybe right fingers to your right big toe. Grow stronger out of your left hip. Can you soften the left hip? When you draw, or soften the right hip. When you draw your right hip down, you're gonna increase the stretch. Ooh, and then slowly reach it forward. Nice. With control. Can we lift, lift, lift so we're not touching the mat? Passing through warrior 3, and then all the way down, standing split. Take your time. Take a nice full breath in. Find your expression of the pose, and with grace, float your right toes back, lower your right knee. Inhale, untuck the toes, Kapiyasana, open your chest. Exhale, pyramid pose. Retuck your right toes, shift the weight back. Right hip squares forward, and we'll fold in. Look at your feet since we're folding forward. What are they doing? Are they set up for warrior 1? If not, let's set them up, right? Feet are on railroad tracks. Maybe our back foot needs to step in slightly. Bend into your front left knee. Good. Reach your arms up, deep breath in. Exhale, plant your hands. Step back, lower strong. Inhale, upward facing. Really nice. Exhale, downward facing. Take it one more time, bend your knees. Gaze forward and float. Inhale. Good. Stand, hands to your heart, exhale. Inhale, chair pose right away. We're gonna interlace our hands behind our back, open our chest, and then exhale, fold forward. Coming all the way up to standing, ground into your right leg. Left knee to your chest. Good. Extended hand to big toe pose. Woo. Warrior 3. How graceful can we flow? Standing split. Just keep tipping your heart. Lift, 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 lift with the left toes. Easier said than done, right? Doing good, yogis. Kapiyasana. Float the left toes back, lower your knee. Inhale, hips melt forward, open your chest. Good, pyramid pose. Nice, warrior one with the breath. Exhaling through your vinyasa. One long exhale. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. One more time on the left. Bend your knees, gaze forward, and we'll float. Chair pose first, Utkatasana. Inhale, stand. Exhale, hands to your heart. Last time in chair. Take it deep. Interlace your hands, open your chest, and then we'll fold in. Really good. As you come to standing, we're gonna really ground into our left foot. Take it as slow as you need. Taking a moment to grab the strap if you're using the strap. And then slow and control. Warrior three. Woo. And tip your heart all the way down. Standing split. Very, very good. One more time, Kapiyasana. Lower your right knee. Inhale, deep breath in. Maybe we can open our arms like two goalposts here. Really finding that expansion across your chest. Tuck your right toes. Pyramid pose. Whew. And then one more time. One breath, one movement. Warrior one. Really good. Exhale. All the way down, vinyasa. And we'll meet back in our downward facing dog. Let's take 5 breaths. Breathe. Good. Strengthen your hands. Take a nice deep breath in. Sweep your right leg up. Come high onto your left toes. And with an exhale, right knee to your right tricep. Good. We're gonna keep the knee at the tricep. It's okay if it's not touching. Make sure your shoulder is above your wrist. Right shoulder, right wrist. We're gonna come to Vashisthasana. What? Do your best. Extend your right leg back. Bring it to knee to tricep. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fallen triangle. Hover, hover, hover. Do your best. And we're gonna have a seat in a wide straddle. I'm gonna turn just so that you can see where we're going. So we're sitting in our wide straddle. Fold over your back leg. I want you to think of grounding down through your hip and reaching a little further out of your middle fingers. Mind your breath here. Good. Let's slowly come up. I want you to tent your fingertips around your thigh. I think I'm backwards to you. You guys will be on the left thigh. We're gonna tent the fingertips and I want you to hollow out your front body. So think of plank pose in your chest, that tiny bit of wrapping and this little hollowing here. Firm into your quad. Here we go. Strengthening our psoas. It's fine. 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna slightly lean forward. I'm sending my center of gravity forward, okay? Firm through the legs. Take your fingertips around your knee. We'll lift 3, 2, 1. And then one more time, down by your calf or possibly your ankle. Can we find this little lift for 3, 2, these are the hard ones. 1, really good. Second side. So starting with the calf or the quad, a little bit of roundness. I'm leaning forward, okay? Firm into your quad. 3, 2, 1. Good. A little bit further forward. The further forward you go, the harder. 3, 2, 1. And then one more time down by the ankle. 3, 2, 1. Really nice. We're gonna sweep back up through fallen triangle. Stay where you are. Inhale, press into your right hand. Lift your hips. Good. Ground your left hand. Sweep your right leg up and back. Single leg downward facing dog. Really good. Shift forward. Single leg chaturanga. Strong. Right knee to your nose. Step between your hands and pause. Okay? Widen your stance. Good. Come onto your fingertips. Make all these little adjustments before we move. And we'll come all the way up. Whew. Crescent lunge. Breathe. I want you to take an inhale. Really find the expansion. Go post your arms and think of stretching across your chest. Okay, you can find a slight bend in your back knee if it's too big of a stretch on your back, left quad, and psoas. Your hands can also come to your low back. We take a nice deep breath in, and then with an exhale, chest to thigh, but I'm gonna reach forward, almost like I'm holding a beach ball. I'm sending all my energy slightly up. Inhale, create the back bend. Maybe your gaze comes up. Exhale, reach forward. One more time, inhale, open, open, open. Maybe this time we interlace our hands, find a little deeper back bend, nice. And then exhale, lean forward, good. Keep leaning, leaning, leaning. Keep sending the weight further forward until we gracefully lift, warrior 3. This time I want you to find a bend, deep bend in your right quad. So I'm barely tapping, right? I'm tapping my left toes. Whew. Little bit of quad burner, little bit of outer hip. We'll go 5, 4, strong, 3, 2, 1. Reverse triangle, nice. Straighten your right leg. Inhale, reaches up and back. Whew. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to the mat. I'm gonna take a revolved pyramid pose. Your left hand can be on fingertips under your left shoulder, right arm to the sky. Keep sending your right hip back. If you are wanting more, maybe your left hand can come on the outer edge of your right foot. Whew, that might be a whole lot of sensation in your outer right hip. So take what you need, okay? We can also really reach for maybe a half bind, opening your right chest. Breathe, 5, 4, 3, doing good, 2, 1. Slight bend in your right knee. I'm just gonna slip my left knee behind my right, Ardha Matsyendrasana, half lord of the fishes. So we're already set up. Inhale, left arm lifts. Exhale, take your twist. Inhale, think of really sitting up tall through your crown, and then exhale, deepen the twist through your waist. Really, really nice. Last inhale, stay in your twist. With an exhale, we're gonna pivot everything to the left and do like a half spin until we're straddling your mat. Fold in. If you want, we can come up to almost that half surfer. We need to start working a little deeper. And not only do I want you to work the forward fold, if you're able to forward fold and take your hands to the mat, I want you to start thinking of crawling your chest back and through. Don't let that intimidate you. We don't have to go there. It's just the idea, right? So maybe our fingertips can face the top of our mat and we can pull our chest in. This can be done with your knees bent as well, okay? Just want you to think of the action of pulling through, just slightly, slightly. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. We're going to come back up. Keeping our pivot, we're going to keep pivoting, pivoting, pivoting to your left. And we're going to end up in Ardha Matsyendrasana, second side. So set it up. Your left foot should be on the outer edge of your right thigh. Left hand will support you behind the back. Inhale, reach your right arm up. Exhale into your twist. Really good. Hold it here. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, twist deeper. Can your gaze come all the way back over your left shoulder? Good. Last inhale. Nice. Let's come back to center. We're going to come all the way down onto your back. Give your knees a little hug. We're going to plant the soles of your feet. Make sure you can graze your heels with your middle finger. A little bit of core work. So keeping that idea of hollowing out your chest, we're going to slightly reach up. So you can see my shoulders are slightly curled, low back to the mat. Navel's going to draw down. I'm just going to reach and tap one shin or knee and then the other. The higher you reach and the further you reach, the harder. Right? Let's go for 10, 9, 8, shoulder step the whole time. 6, 5, 4, doing good. 3, 2, 1. Keep it up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
2, 1. Almost there. Last 10. Just a touch of core. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Really, really nice. Reach your arms overhead. Maybe we can find a little supported bridge. Stretch out your core. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Slowly lower your hips. Little rock and roll. Let's come all the way up. Have fun through your transition. We're gonna meet in down dog. So you can pop up, maybe find crow, maybe find anything at all. Step or float it back. Take as much time as you need. Be playful. Okay, challenge yourself in your practice when you need it. Back off when you need it. Let's come back to down dog. Reset your pose, nice deep breath in. Exhale out the mouth. Let's lift our left leg. Inhale, single leg down dog. Come nice and high on the right toes. And then with an exhale, left knee to your left tricep. Make sure your shoulders are above your wrists. Okay, and then we're gonna pivot onto the inner arch of our right foot. Knee stays at the tricep for Vashisthasana. Inhale, extend your left leg back. Exhale, draw it in for 10, 9, really strong, 8, 7, 6, 5, good, 4, almost there, 3, 2, 1. Can you extend your leg to the right? Hover, 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 and then we'll set it down. Good, it's fold over your back right leg. Use this time in the stretch to come back to your breath, to slow your heart rate back, smooth everything back out, breathe, and then nice and slow, we're gonna crawl up, finding those same little psoas lifts. These are tricky. If you want to rep out more, rep out more. Fingertips will surround your quad to start. Tiny bit of hollowness in the upper body. You can point your toe and just find little lifts for 3, 2, 1. Good. Fingertips around your knee. 3, 2, 1. Really good. And then fingertips maybe around the calf or ankle, slightly reaching forward. Whoo, this is where it gets tricky. 3, 2, 1. Really good. Left leg around the quad. We'll lift. 3, 2, 1. Strong work. Around your knee for 3, 2, 1. Almost there. Calf or ankle. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Left hand plants under your left shoulder. We're going to sweep our right arm all the way across. Lift your hips for fallen triangle. Plant your right hand. Send your left leg up and back. Inhale. Single leg chaturanga. Exhale, knee to nose, step between your hands. Adjust your stance if you need. So automatically, I'm putting the balance in my hips. I'm on my fingertips, but they could hover. Everything is right here. Left hip draws back, and I'm using my right toes to send my right hip forward. Good, let's come all the way up to standing. Find your balance, and then find your flexibility. What feels good? What do you need today? Okay, maybe we're opening like goalposts. Maybe our hands are at our low back. Breathe. Play with your balance. Take a nice deep breath in and then exhale. Long line of energy. Press off your right toes. Lengthen forward. Nice. Inhale. Open. Good. Exhale. Reach. One more time. Inhale. Open, open, open. Maybe this time we interlace our hands. Open your chest. Lift your gaze. Good. Exhale. Reach. Start to shift the weight forward. And we'll pause right here. So we're not finding a full warrior 3. I want you to stay bent in your left leg. Keep the power in your hip. And we'll do these little taps. 5. Tap in the right toe. 4. 3. Doing good. 2. 1. Reverse triangle. Straighten your left leg. Inhale. Reach all the way up and back. Exhale. Cartwheel your hands down. Revolved pyramid. Revolved triangle. Same pose. Right hand under your right shoulder. I'm gonna square my hips forward. Left arm to the sky. If you're wanting more, only take what you need. Your right hand can come on the outer edge of your left foot. Really nice. And then maybe we find a half bind. Woo. Left hand can reach for the right hip crease. Can you keep drawing your left hip back?
pushing your right hip forward. So many opposing actions are going on. Your left shoulder is opening to the sky. Your hips are squaring. Good, gaze down. Maybe we'll tent our fingertips in front of our left toes. Ardha Matsyendrasana. You're gonna slip your right knee behind your left. Good. Left thigh is on the outer edge of your right. Inhale, reach your right arm up. Exhale, twist. Breathe. Deep inhale. Exhale, we're gonna twist everything to the right. Coming back to our straddle. Pulling yourself in. Maybe we can take our fingertips facing back. We'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pivot to the right. Ardha Matsyendrasana. Right foot is on the outer edge of your left shin or left calf, left quad. Get it together, Ashley. Let's find our twist. Half Lord of the Fishes. Whew. Really nice. Take a deep breath in. Good. We're gonna unwind, unbind. So I'm gonna talk you through Titibhasana, right? Firefly pose. We did everything we need. This pose is a lot of different things going on. It's a lot of strength in your psoas and quad. So when we did those little psoas lifts in straddle, work those, right? This is kind of something that you're gonna wanna workshop at home if you're not super comfortable with it. So we're gonna keep our wide stance. And this is why I wanted you to work the action of going through your legs. So the biggest tip I can give you is to work the snuggle first. You wanna snuggle your shoulders or your triceps, even your forearms behind your calf or knee. So I know this can be intimidating, but I like to think that any pose is accessible at some level. So we're gonna start here. Maybe this is where you're at today. Maybe your knees are bent and your hands are just behind your heels, right? That's perfect. Stay where you're at. But we want to eventually start to snuggle your shoulders behind your calves. So the more time you take to really get in there, the better. When you place your hands behind you, you want your fingertips facing forward, and we want to have our shoulders above our wrists. So make sure that your hands are shoulder width apart. Now I'm going to bend my knees so that I can lower my hips, and I'm going to lift my heels, okay? I'm going to literally sit on the back of my arms. So I'm lowering, lowering, lowering. Maybe you're right here. Good. Then find that action like Malasana. Hips down, woo, toes up. My legs are shaking from all that work. And then big from the core. Lift, 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 lift. Strong through your quads, strong through your core. Really nice. Good. Play with that at home. Whew. Let's come to forward fold, shake it off. If you want to press pause and have a little more fun, I encourage you to do that. All right, let's take an inhale. Lengthen halfway up. Exhale, fold in. Shake your head left and right. Let's go 2 more like that. Inhale. Lengthen halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. 1 more time. Inhale, halfway up. Good. Exhale. Let's take our last vinyasa. Step or float it back. Strong, slow, lower. Inhale, upward facing. Good. Exhale, downward facing. Really nice. Let me take a deep breath in. Reach your right leg up. With an exhale, step between your hands. So we're gonna work anywhere from our half split to a full split, Hanumanasana. If you have blocks, pillows, cushions at home, grab them. The more comfortable you are, the deeper you'll go. So the more your muscles can soften and relax and trust you, the better time you're gonna have. Let's start with your hands on either side of your calf. Again, we're gonna work our hips squaring back. And I want you to just find your edge, entering it slowly. As I'm lengthening my legs front to back, I'm trying to keep my hips square. You can place a cushion under you and really feel yourself supported. When you enter your pose, to your degree of flexibility, how can I relax into it? If you feel yourself tensing up, your muscles are gonna tense up. So ease out enough to where you can soften in. Okay, right hip is trying to draw back. Left hip is trying to draw forward. Wherever it is you find yourself, let's take 5 breaths. Breathe. Even out your inhales. Lengthen out your exhales. Deep flexibility can be very confronting. Try to breathe through it. And remember to listen to your body, never pushing too much. Last 2 breaths. Good. Let's slowly ease out. Find any intuitive movement you need. This can be hip circles. This can be single leg down dog, bending a knee. And when you're ready, let's meet up on the second side. So in our downward facing dog, inhale, sweep your left leg high, coming nice and high on the right toes. And we'll start by entering into a half split. Okay, so straightening out your left leg. Nose is in line with your big toe. Long side body. I'm gonna try to keep this shape. So as I lengthen out, and notice one side might be more flexible than the other. That's very common. So this is, yes, hamstring flexibility on your front leg. It's also a ton of quad hip flexor psoas flexibility on your back leg. Good, take your time. We'll be here 5 breaths. If you take class with me, you'll probably hear me cue often that I like to find a little bit of movement in my stretches, right? This little bit of wiggle. And what I'm doing is I'm searching out the tight spots. You might be like, Ashley, everything's tight. I don't need to search anything out. I get it. I'm tight also, just not in my hamstrings. But I'm searching out, where is it tight, right? And when everything starts to loosen, I find that tight spot and then I hang out there. So I'm telling you this because I want you to be intuitive with your body. Notice the subtleties. Okay, start to ease your way back out. Again, you can come back to downward facing dog, hands and knees. Take as much time as you need. And we're gonna come onto your backs. Go ahead and grab your strap. If you have a strap, give your knees a little hug. And we're gonna be working into supine Hanumanasana, so reclined splits on your back. It doesn't have to look like that at all, but this is a really nice way to enter into the same pose slightly different, right? Because we don't have gravity and the weight of our body forcing us down. We're in a little bit more control. So I'm gonna start with the left leg, just so that you can see. I'm gonna take the strap and put it on the inner arch of my left foot. You can elongate your right leg or keep your knee bent, whatever feels comfortable to you. Sometimes the knee bent gives you a little leverage with the right foot. I'm gonna lift my left leg up. Your knee can be bent as well. And I'm gonna slowly start to pull the strap and I'm gonna come straight down the middle. So I'm not opening my leg to the left and I'm not closing it to the right. We're gonna do all 3, but I wanna start straight down the middle here. Okay, and you can maybe find little pulses. Listen to your body and breathe. We'll go for 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna slightly angle my left shin toward my left shoulder. So I'm allowing my leg to open just slightly. If you don't need the strap, you can take your hands to your calf, maybe the top of your foot. Breathe. So we're doing these 3 different angles, right? Left shoulder, straight down the middle, and then to the right shoulder, we're gonna be working all different sides of the muscle. Last 3, 2, 1, really good. Now I'm gonna slightly angle to my right shoulder. So a little bit more behind the knee, maybe a little outer hip, I T-band. We'll go for 3, 2, 1, good. And then last time, straight down the middle. If you don't need your strap, you can set it off to the side. Last 3, 2, 1, really nice. Switch it out, maybe a little windshield wiper of your knees. It's an easy release, and then we're gonna take it to the right side or whichever side you haven't done. So using a strap or not, it'll be to the arch of your right leg. We're gonna start straight down the middle. Okay, I like to find these little pulses. You can hold it static, I find these little pulses. I'm easing towards the edge and then backing off. Easing towards the edge and then backing off. 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna slightly open right shin toward your right shoulder. Good. Go 3, 2, 1. Really nice. And then slight angle, right shin toward your left shoulder. 3, 2, 1. Let's come right back down the middle. And we'll find a little hold here. Deep, deep breaths. Nice, easy release. Windshield wiper out. Anything at all. And then let's hug our knees into our body. Let's take our final twist. We'll keep the right knee in. Relax your left leg down the mat. Deep breath in. Exhale. Let's guide your knee over to your left. Gazing to your right. So remember, we want to soften through your belly. I also want you to think of grounding your shoulder first and then working the knee down, right? Because this is way less stable than our knee is here. So we're gonna first try to ground the shoulder, and then if we have the flexibility in our side body, our knee can come down as well. Nice. Inhale back to center. Squeeze your knees in, and we'll switch it out. Right leg down, left knee in. Inhale to set it up. Good. Exhale into your twist. Gazing to your left. Where can you soften? Relax your glutes, relax your breath in your belly. Good. Last time, inhale back to center. Final little squeeze. Deep inhale. Sipping it all in, sealing in all the little last bits of effort. And then exhale, let it go. Allow yourself to take rest. Allow your body to reap in all the benefits, all the effort that you just gave. Palms facing up, eyes closed. Shavasana. Nice and slow. So your awareness trickle back into your body. As you begin to deepen your breath and start to deepen your movement, little movement in your fingertips and toes, maybe rolling out your ankles, rolling out your wrists.
Deep breath in, reach your arms overhead, point through your toes. And then let's exhale onto your right side. Knees to your chest. You can support your head in your arms. And pressing into your left hand, ease yourself up. Let's find a comfortable seat on your mat. Find a moment here, take your hands to heart center, slight bow of your chin to your chest. Just coming back to where we first started, that idea of practicing without an agenda, practicing without expectations. And how much more beautiful would life be if we could bring that into our daily life, right? Our relationships, just our presence. Being right here, right now, without any expectation, just living in gratitude for what is. Thank you so much for letting me guide you through class. Until next time, namaste.